start, Srini?
Yes, we can start.
Thank you so much. Now, level 2, I'm going to start with level 2. Now, please remember in level 2, yeah, format is entirely different, especially the questions. Yeah, topic remains the same. However, some detailing is required. Right? For example, level 1, it was the very basic information. Yeah, so for idiom, yeah, in level 2, you have to get into little more detail. And not only that, in level 2, after every topic, you have an exercise to complete. Okay. When we do, now I want to tell you this one. If you attend the level 2 question, I'm going to tell you how to do that, the tricks to do it. Once you learn that, you can do any level 2 question. Getting it? Yeah. So as far the certifications are concerned, the level 2 exercises and the level, whatever we do right now in the class, it will help you basically to score.
Okay.
When with you. So here we go. Let's start with the level 2 preliminary phase. So here we go. Today I'll be sharing some more documents for level 2. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Now, shall we start? Now, how much time do you have today?
I can go. Next 4 hours I have.
Thank you so much. So I'll try to cover maximum possible today and tomorrow also. Today evening, I don't know whether I'll be able to take the session. So tomorrow also, and maybe Friday evening and Thursday evening as well. Yeah. Saturday, I'll be traveling. Okay, so here we go. Preliminary phase, if you look at that, objectives we are covered, approach we are covered. Now steps.
1 second. 1 second. I'll put a headphone on. The voice is low.
Oh, really? Okay, okay.
Just a second. Yeah, please.
Thank you so much. Now, if you look at that, objectives we have finished, approach we have finished, steps, right? Steps, we are getting into the steps now. Preliminary phase. Okay, before the steps, what are the inputs in the preliminary phase? Yeah, if you look at the inputs here, for example, the TOGAF library, the strategies, the principles, all these are inputs.
Correct.
Yeah, now steps in preliminary phase, 6 steps. Okay, step number one says scope the enterprise organizations impacted. Yeah, now if you look at step number 1, first point says identify the core enterprise. Okay, now tell me, what could be a core enterprise?
Core enterprise is the collection of the companies or the part which is expected to be impacted because of or expected to be articulated as part of this solution.
Correct. Very good. Now, if you look at an organization, yeah, now because of the project, yeah, who get maximum value for work or who are the most affected or impacted is the core enterprise.
That's right. Yeah.
Getting it? Now, for example, the project team, they will come under the core.
Correct.
Yeah. Now, soft enterprise, all those units in an organization who are not directly impacted, but indirectly impacted. Yeah. The HR team, the account team, the quality team. Yeah. If you look at all of them, they are not directly impacted. However, if something happens to the project, they are indirectly impacted.
Agree.
Getting it? Third one, extended enterprise. Who are the extended category of people? Extended enterprise, basically.
The probably dependent one, like upstream, downstream, our suppliers, contractors.
Very good. Suppliers, contractors, associate organization, all that will follow there. Getting it? Fourth one, communities. Yeah. So communities, when I say all those stakeholders who will be affected, but who are in groups, right? For example, if you provide a software to a bank, who uses the software?
the bank, the employees.
Employees in a bank. Yeah. Also, maybe people who come to the bank for work.
Yeah, that's also
Yeah. For
the end
example,
users.
if you go to a bank, you may use the ATM. Correct.
That's right.
You are also a user. Correct. Yeah.
Correct.
So all those people are in communities. I can say user community. Correct. Yeah. So they're in community. Next one, identify the governance involved. Now, if you look at governance, to do an architecture work, either you can make changes to the existing governance, or you have to establish a new governance team.
That's right.
Getting it? Yeah. So identify the governance involved. Yeah. So this is scoping the enterprise organizations impacted. Getting it? Yeah. Second one, step number 2 in the preliminary phase, confirm the governance and the support framework. Now, please remember, I want to tell you this one. If you know whatever I covered for in the preliminary phase and the steps I'm covering right now, if you remember all this, or if you can refer in the PDF, you can easily do level 2. Got it?
Thank you.
Yeah. So here we go. Confirm the governance and the support framework. As I was telling you some time back, depending on the existing governance, if it is good, maybe you have to make some changes and use it. Yeah, if you don't have existing one, you have to create a new governance structure and start working on the architecture. Got it?
Agree.
Yeah. Now, when you do all this, do you consult the stakeholder? Yes, you have to do that.
Yes, you have to do that. Yes.
Okay. Step number 3, define the team and the organization. Now, if you look at a project, any project organization, it is called a temporary organization. Right? If you do a project, what do we call them? They are a temporary organization, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So here they say, define the team of people who are going to be involved and the organization for the project work.
Correct.
Getting it? So project, I mean the architecture project. Okay. Now, here we go. If you look at this particular step, so many other things we do. For example, you have to assess the budget requirement. Yeah. You have to agree with the sponsors on the board, right? Any limitations, all that gaps are there. You have to look into all that.
Yeah, agree.
Now, step number 4 in preliminary phase, identify and establish architecture principles. Yeah. So preliminary phase, what you do, you look for all the principles you are going to use for the architecture project. Got it?
Got it.
Now, step number 5, tailor the TOGAF framework, right? So you have the TOGAF framework, you decided to use that. You need to tailor that according to the requirement of the client.
Agree.
Yeah. So you have to tailor. So as per TOGAF, we do 3 types of tailoring. The first one is called terminology tailoring. Yeah. So using terminologies which are suitable basically for the
specific projects
client.
or enterprise. Yeah.
Correct. Because if, for example, every client may not know all the technical terms.
Correct. And it may not be suitable as well. Yeah.
Correct. So you have to customize and use terms or terminology suitable for them. Yeah. Correct. Second one, process tailoring, right? Any changes you make to the process, the ADM.
Is it okay? Process tailoring is reordering the phases of ADM. Okay.
Getting the third one, content tailoring. Yeah. You remember we covered meta model actually?
I remember, yes.
Yeah. So if you look at the extension there, you have 6 extension where you can make change. Yeah. And you have the core content meta model, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So this is about customization. Step number 6, yeah, you have to have a plan and strategy for the tools and the techniques you're going to use.
Deploy strategy and implementation plan for tools. Okay.
Done with you? Now,
okay.
Preliminary phase, these are the outputs of the preliminary phase. For example, request for architecture work is an output. Yeah. Tailored architecture framework is an output. All these are the outputs. Got it? Fine.
And this output will be part of any specific documentation, or will it be separate artifacts?
Well, if you look at the content framework, if you remember,
Mm-hmm.
all the different artifacts we share in the content framework, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Even in other architecture repository, we can share it.
That's right. Yeah.
Got
No,
it?
but how do you know what I meant to mean is, will it be part of see that documentation once again, if you look at it, organization model and enterprise architecture, and initial architecture repository, like couple of them can be bundled, and or is it expected to be separate documents, and will it be kind of under the name of any specific documents which we uh, combine this? How does it work actually?
Thank you so much. Now, two things here. One, if you remember all this, first time I use a content framework to store maybe a generic repository. Also, there's something called architecture definition document.
Correct.
And we have another. What does the architecture definition document contain? All the core artifacts.
Correct.
Yeah. Another one is called architecture requirements document.
Correct.
Yeah. Specific to the requirements of the architecture work, I store things in that based on that. Yeah. So these are the things where I store the thing. Yeah. Every phase I have so many outputs. Some goes into the repository, some goes into the architecture definition document, some goes into requirement specification document, depending on the project. Yeah.
Okay.
Now I store it in all the documents because in the process of the architecture work, I have to use many of them. Getting it? I have to reuse so many of them, right? So that's why.
Where do you store, you said? Sorry?
Yeah.
You said where do you store that?
In the content framework, architecture definition document, architecture requirement specification, things like that.
No, I understood. Okay. Okay. Let's say architecture definition document. In that, these out of which probably the organization model enterprise architecture can go inside that.
Right.
And let's say, for example, requirement document, uh, request for architectural work, and or initial some of them content can go there. So how do they classify and tell that exactly anywhere what can go in what?
Well, if you look at the architecture content framework, it classifies all the artifacts, deliverables, and building blocks used in a pro. Or if you look at enterprise continuum, it is a repository basically we use in TOGAF architecture. You can classify all that. Yeah. So depending on what happens when you start a project, you will decide where all I'm going to store this, how I'm going to use it, who is going to use it, how do I access it, all that you decide. Getting it? So some of it. So normally I can tell you this one, especially this two document, architecture definition document and architecture requirement specification. This will contain document, for example, architecture definition document. It will specifically contain core artifacts, maybe diagrams, things like that, which are used, which be stored there. Now, requirement specification contain details of things, specifically projecting or detailing out the requirements of the project. Yeah. Architecture definition document content is basically qualitative, and architecture requirement specification is basically quantitative.
Understood.
For example, success measure. Yeah. Anything relating to the success measure, it will be part of the requirement specification.
Correct.
Got it? Yeah. So that is how we store. And you may use an enterprise continuum and a generic repository depending on the project. Got it? Because if you look at TOGAF, it is not one team doing it, you have multiple teams.
Correct.
Yeah, you have the business architecture team, you have the data team, you have the application team, so many people work on, then you consolidate everything and implement. Getting it? Yeah. So all the specifications are very clearly, classified, and everybody knows what is where, and then you start using it. Got it?
Understood. Yes.
Okay. Now here we go. Summary. Now, if you look at the preliminary phase, I want to give you a few artifacts one by one. I'll introduce it to you. Now, principles catalog. Preliminary phase, you have so many principles. So you may need a catalog where you store all the different principles. Got it? It's called a principles catalog in the preliminary phase. Okay. Can you answer the first one, please? First one.
Okay. Select principles random from the example set of architecture principles in TOGAF Standard version 9.2 chapter 20. For each selected principle, state whether it applies to your organization or not. Which of the following is completed during the preliminary phase of TOGAF ADM? Which one of the following is the reason to adopt the ADM? Okay. Architectural principle.
Okay. Right answer. Very good job. Because preliminary phase, you do the architecture principles, correct? Very good job. Now, let me take you to the question paper in the delegate pack. So here we go. Yeah. Can you see question number 5 here? Can you see that on the screen? Question number 5.
Yes, below the refer to the section.
Correct. Now,
yeah.
if you open the delegate pack I shared with you, yeah. The question paper I've shared with you, level 2 question paper I already shared with you. Yeah. Correct. If you can open question number 5, can you do that? Because you have to go through it. Okay. Can you open that?
Once I'm opening it as such actually. 0.5 question. 1 second. 9.2 delegate.
Found it?
No, 1 second. Yeah, I got delegate pack 1 exercise. Just opened it. But I'm just, what is the page? I'm just going down. What is the page number for this?
Page number will be page number 1. Yeah. Well, the page number, by the way. It will be page number. Let me check one. Sorry. Yeah. 496. Someone. 496. Yeah. Did you get it? 496.
I opened it even I'm searching the page number now. 1 second. Yes, I'm in page 490. Yeah.
Yeah. Question number 5. You see that? Question number 5.
Yes, I can see that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Now,
you have asked.
Yeah. So I'm going to explain how to do it. So what happens is level 1, if you study like your class 10 question, you can do it. Because level 1, if you know the topic, what is coming, and practice a question like we study, you can do it. Got it? But level 2, you have to use little brain and wisdom. Now, one thing I want to tell you, whatever you do in level 1 and 2, please be TOGAF centric. Because many times when we get a question, we'll start thinking like project management. Yeah. So please be TOGAF centric. And here we go. If you look at the question here, the first thing is you have a scenario given to you, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So please go through the scenario. At the same time, don't waste too much of your time on that.
Okay. You are serving a lead architect for a European insurance company. The company is growing substantially over the last 15 years. Due to many merger and acquisition, the application portfolio of the enterprise has gone significantly with little configuration for consolidation or rationalization in each business unit has merged. This is an application with more potential between them. In the last 5 years, the competition in the industry has clearly increased pressure to reduce the operation exposures, including ticket corporate Has approved a directive to establish enterprise architecture program.
Can you
To
hold on?
integrate. Yeah.
Can you hold on? Let me finish that.
Mhm.
Now, you have to go to a scenario. Now, what you need to do, I'm going to tell you that, then you can read it fully. Now, once you look at the scenario, the first thing you have to do is read the question below it.
Okay.
Do you see the question here? You see the question below?
Okay. You have been asked how you will establish an enterprise architecture program based on the TOGAF standard. Which of the following best answers? Okay.
One more.
Basic.
So scenario is given to you, and based on the scenario, the question is given to you.
Yeah.
Now, how many answer options you have? 4, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Now, whatever answer you choose should be the answer to this particular question.
Correct.
Again, now the thing is, 3 answers are correct and 1 answer is wrong. So you have the best answer, the second best answer, and the third best answer, correct? Getting it? Yeah. So 3 answers will be there. Now, what we need to do is, first you read the question. You need to identify what is the topic of the question. Means so many topics in TOGAF, right? I need to identify this particular question. It is speaking about which topic? Yeah. Is it a preliminary phase is talking about? Is it phase A? Is it phase B? Is it phase G? Or is it compliance? Is it risk management? What is it talking about?
Yeah, they're talking about phase A. Preliminary stages.
No, they're talking about the preliminary phase. Got it?
Correct.
Because you will need to establish the enterprise architecture program. And one more thing I want to tell you: if you look at the scenario, it says, there is no existing enterprise architecture. Means you have to start from scratch.
Correct. From the governance and everything. Yeah.
Correct. Also, one more thing: the CIO has established an architecture board. Means you have an existing architecture board, you don't have to do anything, correct?
Probably we have to kind of make it suitable for this
you can do that. But they say architecture board is already created, establish the architecture board, however you have to start from the scratch. Now you have to go through the question. So it is about preliminary phase. 2 things here. One, when you get a question like this, please go to the total PDF. Can you see the PDF on the screen?
Yeah.
Can you see the PDF? Yeah. Now you have to go to the PDF. Right now you have to go to the preliminary phase.
Oh, this will be available for us to go through, correct? At that time.
It will be available for you. It will be a link with the question paper.
Yeah.
Get again. Now, you see the ADM, you go to the preliminary phase. You see the preliminary phase now?
Yes, I can see.
Now, please remember, everything may not be given here because level 1, so many things I told you which is not given here. Getting in steps, whatever steps I covered for you, it is given here. Step 1 is given here. Step 2 is given here, like that. Yeah. All the steps. So any information on the steps are given here, and the input is given here. All those information are there. However, so many things which I told you, for example, the establish the team, okay, that is given here. The request for work, and so many things may not be very clearly given. Got it?
Understood.
So that's why I told you, if you listen to my class, that will give you a clear picture.
Understood. Yes.
Getting it? Yeah. Even the new document the open group has come out with, for example, TOGAF Standard document, doesn't speak detail about all this thing. Just gives a very basic. Somebody new comes and start working on it, it'll be very difficult for them to understand.
Understood. Yes.
Getting it? Yeah. So using this and the information which you have in your mind, which I gave in level 1, you can answer it. Yeah. Now,
got it.
Going back to the question, can you read through it and decide which is the best answer? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you, okay, 2 more things here. So first you identify the topic. Now what you need to do is, it is a preliminary phase. Now, which answer covers maximum points what we learned in the preliminary phase, that will be the best answer. Got it?
Got it. Yes.
Yeah. Some may have only 3 points, some may have 5 points, some may have 1 point. So you have to choose whichever speaks maximum or align with TOGAF preliminary phase max in the best way. That will be the best answer. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And they will change the twist the words a little bit here and there. So please be careful. For example, request for architecture work. There's a requirements of architecture work. Doesn't matter. Okay.
Got it. Okay. A little bit. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
just go through it and let me see how you do it. So
Mm.
please remember, all the level 2 questions are like this. If you do it, excellent. Level 1, you can practice anyways.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. You work in architecture board. You work with architecture board to develop a tailor architecture framework so it can be integrated with existing procedures. You issue a request for architectural work. I'm supposed to select only one answer, correct?
Yes.
I think is 3 the right answer? C the right answer?
Very good. C is the best answer. Very good. Now, tell me, why did you choose C as the answers?
Because it covers most of the activity which is expected as part of a preliminary stage.
Very good. You're right. Because you agree on the scope. You see, agree on the scope, right?
Yeah.
Validate the requirements for request for work, that is. Yeah. Then your architecture principles are taken care. Architecture board you already have. Yeah. And tailoring is done, and tools, everything, almost everything is covered, correct?
Yeah.
That is the best answer. This is how you do it. Did you get it?
Got it. Yes.
Yeah. And you can use the PDF. No, please remember, you don't need the PDF for all the questions, maybe 2 or 3 questions.
Got it. Yes.
Some question you can do with your own knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah.
However, depending on the time, please check on the PDF. Now, please remember, 90 minutes for level 2. If you divide by 8 questions, you get around 11 minutes.
Understood. Yes.
Now, first you have to finish off with the simple one. Whatever you find simple, you do it. If you find a question very tough, just mark an answer and move forward. Finish off the remaining, then come back. Got it?
Understood. Okay.
Don't leave anything blank, because no negative answer. So don't leave anything blank. Okay?
Sure.
Thank you. Very good job. Now, can I give you one more question now?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, let me see. Shall we go to question number? Just a moment. One more thing I want to tell you. All the answers are given after the question. Yeah. And can we go to question number 1, please? Yeah. Question number 1.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. Page number 488.
Yeah,
We
I
go
got
to
it. Yeah.
question number 1. Yeah, can you do that?
Yeah, you are serving a lead architect in multi-million, multinational company that operates production facility. There's three sectors: transportation, and automation sector has several business units that operates independently and executive vice president. Traditionally, each business unit has acted with a few shared customers and suppliers they were expected to share. Oh, a concept to realize that enhance sharing of the product. Versatile point the company has a Hmm. I think it's C.
Okay. Well, first tell me, what is the topic of the question?
There's a big enterprise. They want to kind of uh, uh, utilize the resources well by having a better coordination between them. It's a
No, no,
big organization, and
not
they want
the
to.
scenario, but what is the topic about? Is it phase A, phase B, phase C, risk management? Is it compliance? Is it
No, it's a
governance?
phase preliminary stage actually.
It is not.
Phase.
It is not. It is not. Yeah. So that's why I told you the first thing is very important to identify what is the question topic. Yeah. So let me show you something. If you look at the question here, it says, do you see this
Mm,
on the screen? You have been asked to recommend an approach to address the concerns, correct?
mm.
Yeah. Now, what is the concern here?
Concern is actually uh the currently the business are running like silos,
No, no,
and they are not leveraging
no.
the
Correct.
uh, human resources what they have internally between the best practice the within the corporate, and so it's not kind of ideally working in a way seamless way, causing
Okay.
several risks
Okay.
which can disturb which could disrupt the program, or disrupt the current or it may not be ready for the the challenges to come. Yeah.
Thank you. Now, if you look at the question, it says the chairman of the board expressed a concern about what? Concern about?
Chairman of the board means actually the governance board here.
Chairman of the board. At the most recent meeting, can you see this on the screen? What I opened?
Yes, yes.
Question here.
At the most recent meeting, corporate bank, the chairman of the board expressed concern about the risk of the business, while while the potentially disruptive program is being rolled out across
The
the
company.
company.
Okay.
So,
Now, please remember, if the question speaks about a concern, you have to identify what concerns are they talking about. So here they haven't mentioned the concern. Then you go to the PDF or the scenario to check on what exactly is the concern. Getting it?
mhm,
Yeah. So here, if you look at the question here, the concern is about the risk.
correct.
Getting it? So the topic of the question is risk. Got
Got
it?
it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Once you know risk, now what do you do next?
You will come out with a plan to mitigate those risks,
Okay. No, no,
and
no, no. You should know which one to open, which topic to open.
okay,
Yeah. Now, because whatever you do should be as per TOGAF, right?
okay,
So here we go. If you open risk management, let me see, chapter 27. Or ideally, what is, let me show you this one. How to search. If you go to risk management,
mm-hmm,
go to the beginning of the page, then click on risk. Yeah. So you should go to the chapter risk management. Got it?
okay,
And you click on that, because in between there will be so many places where they mention about risk, but you have to go to the main chapter. Got it?
understood. Go to the beginning and then do it. Yeah.
Correct. Same
Mm,
applies to compliance. Compliance will be mentioned in the PDF in so many places, but you have to go to the compliance management. Got it? Chapter.
understood.
Got it? So here, if you go to risk management, what does TOGAF speaks about risk? Now, if you remember, we covered in the class, TOGAF speaks about two things: initial level of risk,
Correct. And
residual level of
recidiation.
risk.
Correct.
Also, it speaks about classification, identification, and mitigation. Correct?
Correct.
Yeah. All the steps may not be mentioned, but basically, classification, identification, and mitigation is important. Correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So you know about risk, what TOGAF speaks about risk. Now, go back to the question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what is the topic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, think that it is a question of risk management. Yeah. Now
Mm-hmm.
try to solve it. Okay. Okay. So
Okay.
can you do it again? Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, recommended that risk mitigation activity be conducted. Yeah.
So identification of the topic is very, very important. Okay.
Yes. You recommend that technically. Mm-hmm. I think it's B.
Be the best answer. Very good. Excellent. So did you get it? Once you
Yes.
identify the topic, it's very easy to understand the answer. Getting it?
Got it. Yes.
Yeah, very easy. Excellent, you did. Yeah. So let me show it. So that's why the topic identification very, very important. So here we go. If you look at answer B, everything whatever we cover in TOGAF is given here. Correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
This covers
And
most.
one more thing you have to remember, risk has to be managed in all the phases of the ADM.
Got it. Yeah.
It is not like it is important one, because if you look at a risk in a project, everywhere risk can be a problem. Got it?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. So B is the best answer. Very good. Excellent job, Elsa. Yeah. Now, can I go to next question, then come back to the question? Sorry, next topic.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So here we go. Next one I'm going to cover is few extra topics are there. Governance we already finished, right? Everything about governance we finished, correct? Yeah. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. We finished with governance, everything, what is managing, controlling, all that we finished. Okay, now governance we finished. Next one, architecture board. This one, all the terminologies we finished, right?
Yes.
Yeah, next one, compliance we finished. Compliance.
Yes, we did.
Okay, yeah. I think you forgot. Now, please remember, level 2 question, important questions I'll tell you. Agile will come, risk will come, compliance will come, phases will come, right?
Mm-hmm.
Governance can come. These are the important questions. Got it?
Got
Even,
agile.
even principles.
Okay.
Got it? So these are the questions they normally ask you. I can give you the question, no problem. Next one, business scenarios. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did we cover business scenarios? You remember that? What is a business scenario basically?
In what situation you want to kind of try leverage the enterprise architecture to
Thank you.
deliver value?
No. Business scenario, if you remember, it
Use
is a
case.
technique we use basically to get into detailed requirements of the client.
Business scenario is where you technique for getting the requirements, correct? Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Okay.
Getting it?
Okay.
Yeah. Now, business scenarios, if you remember, we went through all this. Yeah. Now, do you remember this one? Business scenario technique, if you look at that, it will help you understand the process, application, the technology environment, and the details of the requirements of the project. Got it?
Okay, business unit scripts, process application, set of application. Yeah.
Now, where can I use a business scenario technique? Primarily in phase A and phase B. Because this is where I need to understand the requirements of the client.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
Getting it? So sometimes what they do is they will ask you a question like this. Phase A, how do I get the requirements of the client? Right? Nobody will think about business scenarios. So what they're talking about is, How are you going to deal with the business requirements of the clients? So, which is the technique you are supposed to use as per TOGAF. Now, please remember, in TOGAF, techniques play a very important role. Yeah, any topic we cover, if a technique is given by TOGAF, please make sure that you use it. Yeah.
Okay.
If they ask you, how do I get into detailed requirements of the client in phase A? It is using business scenario technique.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
Yeah. So that is how the question comes. You should know all the tricks. Okay. Now, what is a good business scenario? It should be smart. It should be specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time bound. Fine with you?
Yeah,
Now,
I'm just.
benefits of business scenario, all that we covered. Now, let me show you this. Have a look at this. If you have a business scenario technique, you can understand the problem of the client, the environment they work on, the objectives, the actors, the roles are responsible, and you can refine it again to get into detailed requirements of the client.
Identify that. Yeah, they're talking about business scenario. Basically, understanding the as a system is.
Fine with you?
Mm-hmm.
Now, next one I'm going to take you is a topic, okay, stakeholder management. Now, stakeholder management, another question normally they ask, not normally, 50% chance that you get this question. Okay.
Okay.
Now, stakeholder management, who is a stakeholder? Anybody part of my project is a stakeholder, correct?
Correct.
Now, if you look at a stakeholder, what are the things I have to be careful about? As per TOGAF, stakeholder management is this, right? Here we go. Sorry, yeah. Okay, before that, can you go to the benefits of stakeholder management?
Yeah, identifying the most powerful stakeholders early and ensure the input is used to shape the architecture, achieving support. And the most powerful stakeholders can have early communication and with the stakeholders helps you ensuring all the understand can be used to anticipate likely reactions and develop a strategy to address them. Cannot be used to identify the conflict or competing objectives along stakeholders. Yeah.
Now, have a look at this one. Who are stakeholders? We already discussed. Now, next one, as per TOGAF, stakeholder management is 4 steps here. Step number 1, you need to identify the stakeholders. Now, please remember, everything in TOGAF is slightly different, not like a normally common.
Correct.
Now, here if you look at that, who are the people you are going to work? For example, here it says who has influence, right? If you're dealing with the client, you should know who are the people with influence, who can get your work done.
Got it.
Getting it? Who controls the money part, resources, they are also important for you because you have to get your bill passed.
Got it.
Yeah. So all this I'm important. Next one, categories of stakeholders. You know that?
Project
yeah. All these people are stakeholders.
Correct.
Next one, step number 2, classify the stakeholder position. Now, if you look at this one, what is the first group called? Stakeholder group.
Yeah.
CIO, CFO, those level of people. Second one, let's look at the first example, stakeholder. Who is the stakeholder?
John Smith.
Yeah, he is the CIO of your client, CIO of the firm. Name it John Smith. Third one, what it says?
Ability to disrupt the change.
Is very high. Yeah. John Smith's ability to disrupt the change is very, very high for the project. So keep that in mind. Next one. Next one. Next one. What it says?
Current understanding.
Current understanding in John Smith
medium.
Is only medium.
Yeah, he doesn't have in-depth.
Required
understanding. High.
Required understanding is high. Next one.
Current commitment low.
Yeah. What is the current
Required
commitment? John
requ-
Smith is very poor, is very low.
yeah, is unable to give
Yeah.
much time.
Next one.
And the required commitment, yeah, medium. Required support, high.
And the required support will be high. Got it?
Got it, yeah.
Very good. Now, I have a question here. Can you share this matrix with John? Can you share this?
No, it's
You
our
cannot
internal
share.
assessment, yeah.
Because if you tell John, for example, that your commitment is very poor, he will take away the project itself. Getting it? You cannot share with your client. It is only for your team to understand the clients. Got it?
Understood, yeah.
Got it? Yeah. So we have to be wise also. Third one, in India, we don't do that. Just give me one moment. Sorry for that. Sorry for that.
No problem.
Can you hear me? Yes. Sorry for that. Okay. Yeah. Somebody came in here. Sorry for that. Now, third one, step number 3. Determine the stakeholder management approach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, here, if you look at that, there's something called power interest matrix. Yeah. So if you look here, it says if the power is very high and the interest is low, means power is high, interest is low, keep the person satisfied.
Power is high.
Yeah.
Interest
Someone's
is low.
power is high, but the interest in the project is low, then keep him satisfied. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. If someone's power is very high and the interest is high, he's a key player.
Correct.
Yeah. If someone's power is low and the interest is low, minimal effort. Don't waste your time on it.
Okay.
Yeah. If someone's power is low and the interest is very high, keep him informed. Even a peon can be helpful sometimes. Got it?
Got it.
Yeah. So this is called power interest matrix. This is a matrix. This is a matrix look like. Getting? We learned about matrix in content framework. This is how a matrix look like.
Correct. Correct. I remember this.
Got it? Yeah. Very good. Yeah. So shall we go to next one? Step number 4, tailor engagement deliverables here. So what they say is, depending on the viewpoint and the requirements of the stakeholder, you need to tailor it.
Agree.
Getting it? So tailor engagement deliverables. Yeah, because so many stakeholders you deal with, you have to keep everybody's viewpoint in mind. Maybe some has a technical viewpoint, some has a security viewpoint, some has a business viewpoint. You have to keep everything in mind.
Got it, yes.
For example, some of the clients or stakeholders will be concerned about the profit. Yeah.
Agree.
Some stakeholders will be concerned about the project, maybe the security of the project.
Agree.
Yeah. So depending on that, you have to work on. Got it?
Understood, yes.
Yeah. Stakeholder map, there's a stakeholder map. Yeah. Stakeholder group, the class they fall into, example role, what are the key concerns of the stakeholder, class, and artifact. Got it?
Got it, yes.
Thank you so much. Yeah, here we go.
Develop a stakeholder map. Also the following individuals.
Okay. Shall we do an exam?
Yeah.
exercise we can do. So shall we go to question number, here we go. Question number 2 on the delegate pack.
Okay. 2, no?
2, yeah. Here we go. Yeah.
You are serving as a consultant. Okay. How do we? I think it's D.
Okay. Yeah. D is the best answer. Very good job. Very good. Okay. Excellent.
Mhm.
Very good job. Okay. Now tell me the reason why you chose that.
It covers the kind of approach and the way we have to handle the stakeholder communication and the influence they hold or the position they hold. All those things in a very um, yeah, in the way that TOGAF dictated just now. Yeah, so
Very,
it's
very good. Excellent job. Very good. Okay. So
mhm.
that's a good thing. Very good. Now, question number 2, you're done. Now, please remember the questions in TOGAF is similar to this.
Mhm.
All the questions. Now, if you can do this 2 questions, you can do any question. Yeah.
Mhm.
One more thing I want to warn you. From the 8 questions, 5 questions will be simple or average. 3
Mm.
questions will be tougher.
Okay. So
Getting it?
basically,
Yeah. Yeah. So like I told you, go to the, some basic tricks are there. If you know that, you can do it. Got it?
understood. Yes.
Fine with you? Yeah. Yeah. Shall
Mhm.
we go to the next topic?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to go into phase. Okay. This we covered. Okay. Some of the artifacts I'm not going to cover that. Interoperability we have covered. Business transformation we have covered already. Then risk management we covered. Then capability-based planning we covered. Next one, phase A. Now,
Mhm.
if you look at phase A architecture vision,
Mhm.
you know so many things about phase A.
Yeah.
Now tell me, what all we do in phase A?
In phase A, we will try to come out with a vision document where we try to have a what do you call futuristic view of the this thing, and also we come up with a statement of work,
Mhm.
which will be a kind of a contract between the sponsors and the architectural team to
Very good.
deliver certain uh, uh, value based on the business requirements or business needs,
Very good.
which has been set here.
Excellent. Now, you know all the different phases. Now, some of which we already covered, so I'm not getting too much into it. Now, phase A, few things you should know. Phase A, if you look at that,
Mhm.
so here we go. Input, right? What are the inputs in phase A? Now, if you look at this one, for example,
Mhm.
now please remember, everything is not given here. Few things are given. Yeah. Now,
Mhm.
phase A input, request for architecture work is an input, business
Mhm.
principles are an input,
Mhm.
organization model input, all these are inputs. Getting it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Phase A, all these are the inputs.
Correct.
Getting it? Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, if you look at the steps in phase A, here we go. Yeah, 11 steps.
Okay. Do I need to remember all 11 steps?
No, 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 no. If you have the PDF with you, right? So you can refer
Mm.
that.
Okay.
Yeah. So here we go. Step number 1, establish the architecture project, right? So which phase do you establish the architecture project? Phase A, correct? Where do you establish the project? Phase A,
Yeah.
correct?
Phase A, that's what, yeah, you
Yeah,
kickstart it, yes, yeah.
correct. Getting it? You have to get it approved by manager, line manager, other people, all that. Yeah. Establish the architecture project phase A, correct?
That's
Okay.
right.
Now, step number 2, identify the stakeholders. Now, if you remember, preliminary phase, you know some of the stakeholders.
Correct.
However, you are not sure about, you haven't applied it fully
Correct.
because I haven't signed a contract, not officially approved, things like that. So you cannot say these are the stakeholders until it's done officially.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So preliminary phase, I cannot, identify all the stakeholders. So as per TOGAF, identification of stakeholder happens in phase A.
Okay. You just make a kind of note of it, but actual recognition, this thing will be
Because
done in
official,
phase A.
for example, if you get a job, somebody
Mm-hmm.
called and told you, you got a job. But until you get the offer letter, you're not sure. Correct?
That's right.
Yeah. Similarly, preliminary phase, you know, some stakeholder at the same time, you don't know all. Yeah. So
Agree.
phase A as per TOGAF, identifying stakeholder, because this is where you know all the stakeholders. Yeah. Step number 2, identify the stakeholders. Yeah. Second one, concerns of the stakeholder and the business requirements. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, please remember, you identify the stakeholders in phase A. Also, you have to prepare stakeholder communication. Got it?
Correct. Yeah.
Getting it? Stakeholder communication has to be prepared.
Yeah.
Got it? Yeah. Here we go. Now,
We must.
here we go. Step number 3. Can you go through step number 3?
Yeah, 1 second. Is it coming in the top? Okay. Convey business goals, drivers, and constraints. Identify the business goals, strategic drivers, and of the organization. This has been defined elsewhere. Ensure that the definition are correct. Clarity. Understood, yes.
When with you? Now, step number 4. Here we go. Evaluate capability. Now tell me, whose capabilities do you evaluate?
The organization's capabilities to kind of understand where we stand from
Okay.
a different capabilities
No, no.
point of view. Yeah.
Okay. Which organization capability?
It's for which we are building a solution or enterprise architecture.
It is the client. Very good.
Correct.
Because preliminary phase, if you remember, you evaluate capabilities of your organization. Architecture organization. Phase A, if you remember, you evaluate capabilities of the client. Got it?
Understood, yes.
Yeah, evaluate capabilities, because you need to know where they stand. Do they have the capability to proceed?
Yeah.
Very next one. So next one is called, do you know what's a value chain diagram? What exactly it is? What exactly is the value chain?
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah. So tell me, what is the value chain diagram? What exactly is that?
Basically, how the enterprise delivers value for a different.
Can you give me one moment? I got a client call. Sorry for that. Sorry for that.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I'll just be back in a minute then. Stay.
Yeah, are you back, Srini? Are you back? Hello, Srini, are you back? Okay. Srini, are you back? Are you back, Srini?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Sorry for that. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. No, it's fine. Yeah. You can hear me, correct?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Sorry for that. Because I will travel on Saturday. The client keeps on calling. They want to book the ticket, the visa, and all that. Yeah. So that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. No, I can understand.
Okay. So just give me one more moment, please. Sorry. Mail ask. One moment. Yeah. So just go through this value chain diagram. Okay. 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Here we go. Yeah. So, Rini,
Yeah.
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Now,
Yes.
value chain diagram. So basically what is, now, if you look at the value chain, it's quite old. Yeah. I believe around 1985 it came out. Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
if you look at a value chain diagram, few things here, primary activities and support activities. Yeah.
Correct.
Support is all backend activity, and primary activity here looks like, take an example of a courier company.
Correct.
Yeah. Now, every place where you communicate with the external parties, inbound logistic, operation you do, outbound logistic, marketing you do, service you do, and you finally deliver a value because of that. Got it?
That's right.
Yeah. So value chain diagram, simple way, it provides a high level orientation view of the enterprise and also how it interacts with the outside world. Got it?
Understood. Yes.
So that's a value. Not only that, so many other benefits. So value chain categorizes the value adding activities of an organization and things like that. Got it? For example, all the primary activities are value adding. Got it? Yeah. So here we go. Next one. Yeah. Step number 5. Step number 5. What is step number 5 here? Yeah. Go ahead.
Assess readiness of your business transformation. This
Thank
assessment is this.
Very good. Assess the readiness of your business transformation. Whose readiness are you checking here?
Client's readiness to
It is a
go through
client
the transformation. Yeah.
Very good. Because if you remember, I told you we do a readiness assessment in phase A and also we do in phase E or F again.
That's right.
Getting it? So you do a readiness assessment of the client in phase A. Very good. Step number 5. Step number 6. Yeah, here we go. Step number 6.
Define the scope, breadth of coverage, level of detail. Yeah.
Yeah. So here, if you look at that, preliminary phase, you agree on the scope. In phase A, what you do, you define the scope or you finalize and confirm the scope.
Yeah.
Got it? Yeah. So step number 6, define the scope. Yeah. So please remember, scoping is finalized in phase A, not preliminary phase. Got it?
Yeah. Yeah. I remember. Yeah.
Third one, confirm and elaborate architecture principles you're going to use. You have to decide on principles in preliminary phase. Here, what you do, you elaborate because you have to detail it out and share with the team which one you're using. Got it?
Got it. Yes.
Yeah. Step number 8, develop the architecture vision and the vision document.
Understood. Yeah. In the principles, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Including the business principle. And this is step A, but business principles will be part of this one.
Yeah. If they ask you, which phase do you establish architecture principle? Which phase do you do that? Preliminary phase.
It's preliminary phase, yeah.
Yeah. Here, what you do? Are you establishing principles here? No. What you're doing here is you're detailing it out to be shared with the team. Because if you decide on a principle, if you have to share with the team for project, you have to customize it with the detailing. Got it?
Okay.
Got it? Yeah. Here we go. Step number 8. Yeah.
Develop architecture vision, create a
Develop the architecture vision. Getting it? So the vision document, all that is created here. If you look here, 2 things. One, high level view of the baseline and target is part of the architecture vision. Also, it will tell you what are the final target architecture you're going to be. Got it?
Got it, yes.
Here we go. Next one, solution concept. What is a solution concept diagram basically? Any idea?
Basically, I know it's probably better to kind of explain here.
Okay. Solution concept diagram. If you look at that, yeah. If you have an idea in your mind, right? Any idea in your mind, how do you put, if you want to explain to your manager, maybe you draw a diagram and show him this is what it is called solution concept diagram. Got it?
Got it. Okay. So basically, it's a kind of more of a component diagram kind of thing.
Correct. Just a simple sketch you draw to explain something to someone is called a solution concept diagram. Now, step number 9. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Step number 9, it define the target architecture, value proposition, and KPI. Now tell me, what do you understand by a KPI?
Key performance indicators. Yeah,
Key
basically,
performance indicator. Very good. So what exactly is a KPI?
the parameters which you monitor for kind of delivering the value or the results. Those are measured via using KPIs.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So if you look at a KPI, key performance indicator, yeah, and basically it's an indicator for the performance, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Now, what is the difference between SLA and KPI?
SLA is more of a service level agreement where you say that actually we agree to deliver this value kind of agreement, and KPIs are where you measure those kind of values or the performance factors, and kind of probably you can check whether it meets the OSLA agreements.
Thank you so much. Now, let me give an example for you. Now, if do you have a courier company in your organization? Do they use a courier company?
Yes, they do.
Now, for example, DHL, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a courier company who comes to you, you will have a service level agreement with the courier company, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What do you tell the courier company? For example, if it is a local courier, you have to deliver today, or some courier emergency, you have to deliver within 8 hours or 10 hours, or international within 2 days, something like that, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So what you do is you sign something called service level agreement with the courier company, right? So whatever service you agreed with, if they don't provide that accordingly, what do?
Probably escalate.
You penalize them. Because, for example, you consider any IT organization, if the SLA is not maintained, 30% of the money is gone. Or 20%, whatever. Yeah. So that is how they do. Yeah. Because you agreed for so and so level. You haven't made. If you went below that, we are going to penalize you for that because you didn't give me what I agreed with you. Got it? Okay. That is called key SLA, sorry, service level agreement. Now, if you have a courier guy, yeah, what is the performance of the courier? How did they perform? How did they perform? Now, for you to calculate how they perform, you need to have some metrics in place that will tell you how they performed.
Correct.
Getting it? For example, how was the customer experience? Have to have some metrics in place to identify how the customer experience. Yeah. Similarly, performance of that, to gauge that, I need to have certain metrics in place. So that is basically the key performance indicator. Got it?
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Same applies to any IT organization. Okay. Now, step number 10.
Yeah. Identify the business transformation risks and mitigation activities.
Very
So
good.
basically assess the risk and come up with the mitigation plan. So
correct. Yeah. Identify the transformation risk and the mitigation activities. Got it? Here we go. Next one, here we go. Step number 11. Finally, you create the statement of work and get an approval by the client. Got it?
Got it. Okay. So
Yeah.
the first one itself has so many steps. Yes. But I remember this. Yeah.
Fine with you?
Yes, I'm good.
Here we go. Yeah. So secure approval. Next one. Statement of work, the content we already looked into all this. Okay. Now, next one, you remember that I shared the template with you, the request for work template, the statement of work template, all that we looked into. Okay. The next one, phase A, what are the outputs? Here we go, outputs.
Phase A output, you mean to say that, okay, the documents what we prepare.
Everything. No. Phase A, you'll have so many different outputs. For example, statement or architecture work.
Okay,
approved.
correct. In that way, saying, okay.
Yeah.
Output statement of architectural work, including project description, scope, overview of architecture.
Communication plan, all that.
Communication plan, okay. Architectural principle, including business principles, communication, architectural vision, tailored architectural framework, Additional content populating. All right, yeah.
Fine with you?
Mm-hmm.
Now, next one. Here we go. Summary. Have a look at the summary.
PAC is about project establishment. It initiates the iteration of architectural process. It sets the scope, constraints, and expectation for the neat iteration. It validates the business context. It creates the statement of architectural work here. Exercise complete the following sentence. Intended to do the following except validate the business principles. Establish IT governance. It's establishing IT governance that was done in the phase primary preliminary stage.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right answer. Very good. Excellent. Okay. Now, shall we go to next one? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
This one, if you look at this particular diagram, what is all the, it is all the artifacts, right? Preliminary phase,
Okay.
phase A, phase B, all the different artifacts. Got it?
Got it. Yes.
Here we go. Next
Okay,
one.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. I want to show you what is the business capability map. Let me show you this one. If you look at this one, all this what you see here are the capabilities. Yeah, the program capability, HR capability, all these are different capability. Correct? It's called a
Correct.
capability map. Yeah. Now, if you look at this one, this is called a value stream. Right?
Mm-hmm.
What is a value stream? Series of activities you carry out to deliver a value is called a value stream. Correct?
Correct. Okay, series of activity for delivering value is called value stream. Okay.
Now, let me give an example for you. This is the value stream. These are the capability. Now, if you look at this one here, they looks like it is a recruiting someone. Yeah, for example, if you recruit someone, yeah, what is the first thing you do? You define the position. Yeah. Second one, you communicate the position.
Mm-hmm.
Third, yes or no?
Yes, I understood. Yes.
Now, defining position, who does that? Program and the HR.
Mm-hmm.
Communicate position done by HR and finance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Assess a response, interviewing candidates, and onboard the employee. All these parties are involved, correct?
Got it.
Fine with you? Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Next one. What is an organization map? Any idea what's an organization map?
Yeah, basically, who are the different teams which interacts with each other to kind of deliver the value.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So if you look at this particular one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the map, it basically gives you understanding of, yeah, what are the different units in a business that is part of the architecture effort. Got it?
Got it, yes.
Got it. Next one. Business footprint diagram. Any idea what's a business footprint diagram about?
It describes the basically kind of different links between the how is it what is I don't know what to say. How do you phrase
Correct.
it? Yeah.
I'll tell you this one. Now, footprint diagram describe the links between what you said is correct. Between what? The business goal, the different unit, the function, the services, etc. Also, if you look at that, they map this function, right, to the technical components. This is what it is. Getting it? Yeah. Shall we go to next one? So phase B. Now, phase B here. Now, I'm going to finish off this, then I'll go to the question paper. Now, if you look at phase B, right? Here we go, phase B. So many steps we already covered in phase B. So input in phase B, have a look at the input here. When with your input.
Correct.
Now, steps in phase B, have a look at this one. Now, I want to tell you this one. Phase B, C, and D, they have the same steps.
I remember that, yes.
Yeah, so I'll be covering this B, remaining you can look into. Even B, we have discussed in level 1, right? So I'll just take you through that. Now, if you remember this one, step 1, select the reference model, viewpoints, and the tools. I explained this to you. So many reference model available in the market. Your digital reference model, your technical reference model, you have a application reference model available in the market. Depending on my requirement, I buy and keep it in my repository. So when I need it, I can use it. Yeah. How does the model help you? It will basically tell me how to do the target architecture, what are the elements I have to work on, things like that. Got it? Yeah. Third one, tools. Yeah. Which are the tools I'm going to use? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Very much there is.
Okay, yeah, tools. Yeah, tools also is it Archimate tool I'm going to use? Is it Sparks I'm going to use? Right? And that what happens is, if you want, you can even consult the tool expert who will help you with that.
Okay.
Nowadays, every organization, they have a tool expert.
Correct. Tooling team, yeah.
Correct. Next one, step number 2 in B, C, and D. Yeah, what is step number 2?
It's a develop baseline business architecture.
Correct.
Description, yeah.
Yeah, so baseline is basically what is the current state of the client?
Got it, yes.
Getting it? Yeah. What is the current state? Yeah. Where do you stand right now? Yeah. That is the, yeah. Next one. Step number 3. Here we go. What is the, here we go. Yeah. So, yeah. Develop the target business architecture description. Yeah. So what is the final target you're planning to make in business architecture? That's what we are looking into here. Getting it? Now, please remember, architecture vision, we already told the client, this is what we are planning to make in the architecture, correct? Yes or no? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, hello?
Got it, yes.
Srini, want a coffee and come back? Have a coffee and come back, okay?
No, I got up very early, so kind of.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I understand that because I also do like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll grab a coffee and come quickly.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but I am so happy you are a very hardworking boy. Your parents know that you're hardworking like that.
Yeah, they know that.
Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm not that much as you, but you are very, I can understand amount of work you put in every day, your office work, your training. It is not an easy job because you need to even get basic sleep sometime.
Yeah.
Correct? Yeah. So that's commendable.
I'll quickly get a coffee.
Okay, let me ask you a few questions. How long you will be in UK, by the way? How long?
I'll be here for at least next this current assignment has to get over.
Okay. And after that, you're planning to come back to Bangalore. You said your house is in Banshankari, right?
Yes.
Yeah. If you come back, let me know. We can meet.
Definitely. I want.
I stay in Electronic City. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you live in Electronic City?
I stay in Electronic City. Yeah. Come over someday.
Yeah.
I know Banshankari is, do you speak good Kannada? You basically speak Kannada at home?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I'm a Kannadiga, yes.
Kannadiga only.
You Tuluna?
No, I'm not. I'm a Malayali actually, but I learned Kannada.
Okay, that's nice. Very nice.
Kannada, yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Okay, I'll quickly get a coffee
Yeah,
and afterwards we can. Yeah, thank you. Sorry.
no
The little.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, really sorry for that.
No, bro. Here we go. Yeah. Step number 3. So step number 2, what is the current state of the architecture? Baseline is called current. Step number 3, what is the target state of the architecture?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, step number 4, between the baseline and target, you do a gap analysis.
That's right.
To find out if something I'm missing out. Yeah. We have covered this before. I'm going a little fast. Now, step number 5, define the architecture roadmap components. Yeah. Candidate architecture roadmap components. Yeah. Now, what is candidate? If you remember, I told you that it is something which is not approved.
Oh, okay.
Got it? Yeah. Now, next one, step number 6, resolve any impact across the architecture landscape.
Okay.
Yeah. Step number 7, if you look at that, you call for a stakeholder review and find out anything to be changed.
Got it. Yes.
Yeah. Step number 8, finalize the business architecture. Yeah. Fully document the architecture building block. Finalize the business architecture.
What is ABB stands for?
Architecture building block.
Okay. I should be remembering that. Yeah.
Yeah. Architecture building block is all that you do in phase A, B, C, D is called architecture building block.
Okay.
Yeah. Solution building block is all the.
I remember that. Yeah. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. Now 9, create the architecture definition document. Yeah, we learned about architecture definition document already. I'm going to give you some examples also now. Before that, what are the outputs in phase B? These are the outputs. Statement of work, the business architecture principle, the requirements, all these are the outputs. Got it?
The statement of work was already there in place in
phase A.
Yeah, phase A.
Yeah.
Will we update it? Will we update it again?
Well, statement of architecture work is a contract which you already signed, correct?
That's right. Yeah.
You don't have to update. However, does changes happen in a project? Yes, it does happen. Right. So you have an agreement with the client, even for any changes which you make. So based on that, if required, you can, because the final, whatever may be the final architecture, you decide in phase F. Right. So some changes happen. Yes, you do that. Yeah. And one more thing is, please remember, statement of work, you will carry it over till the end of the project because it is a reference for
you. Understood. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. So you go next one. Architecture definition document. What are the contents? These are the contents. Yeah. Any diagram for scope or artifact, anything, for example, matrices, diagram, artifact, it could be anything.
Understood. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Requirement, another one. Architecture requirement specification. Could be any of the document relating to this.
Sorry, could you repeat that last sentence?
Sure. Architecture requirement specification, basically relating to the requirements in each phase. Now, for example, what is the difference between architecture definition document and requirement specification? The difference is architecture definition document, whatever you put there, it is qualitative in nature. Yeah. Whatever you put it within the requirement specification, it is relating to the requirements of the project and is quantitative in nature. Means it will give you a quantitative output.
More specific information. Yeah.
Got it? Yeah.
Measurable.
Correct. Yeah. So here we go. And summary for phase B. Have a look at this.
It's about business architecture. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah. And the same thing would be repeated in C and D.
Right. Yeah. Same thing. Okay. Now, shall we go to question number, please? Delegate back.
Yeah.
Just a moment. Let me open it for you. Check that question number. 1 moment.
1 we did already.
1 we did. 2 we did. Yeah. Can you go to question number 8, please? Question number 8.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah. Page number 505, I believe so. Yeah. Question number 8.
Yeah. 1 second. Yeah, you are servicing serving as a chief architect for an online grocery at Kotak. Okay, first you have to read a question. Sorry, I have to follow that actually. What approach should you adopt to ensure that the compliance review are conducted successfully based on TOGAF standards? Which of the following is best answer? Compliance review. Okay. You are. Plan to expand operation to major citizens. To realize the strategic management and the implementation of the rollout, which is estimated to take 5 years to complete. Okay.
This guy on the side saying make a slap without using words, get $50. Let's see.
The program need to consider how to take the current organization timing of compliance reviews. Okay. We dedicate that. I think it will be C.
Okay, C. Okay, let me check. Okay, now tell me, why did you choose C as the answer?
Because it's more in line, and the if we look at the use case,
Mhm.
they already have a system and they're trying to introduce a new system as a pilot. They want to understand the
No, no.
difference between those two.
Before we drift
Mm.
ahead, what is the topic here basically?
It's about what is it? Complaint. It's about a compliance review.
It is a
Or
compliance. It is
yeah.
about compliance review. Okay, now what approach you should adopt. Now, please remember in compliance, if you remember, I told you, whatever question you do, you have to go to the PDF,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
And you have to read the scenario, some conditions are given there, correct?
Mm.
You remember that?
I remember that. Yes.
Yeah, let me show you that. Okay, in compliance. Yeah. So please be careful in compliance
Okay.
most of the time. Yeah.
Okay. 162. No, I'll also open that actually. Yeah.
Yeah, let me check that 1 minute.
182. Full content as.
Yeah. See that on the screen. Architecture compliance.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, compliance, before you do a question, few things you have to keep in mind. Depending on the question, many times you have to go through this one, governance and personal scenario.
Okay.
Check on, is it a small scale project? Is it something else or a large scale? Here in this case, it's a large scale project. So what are you
Yeah.
supposed to do in a large scale project is very clearly given here. Just follow
Okay.
that.
Will have been deeply known. It's a typical TOGAF scenario in such case. The review will be coordinated by the lead enterprise architect. Okay. Okay. 1 second. Yeah. We will assemble a team of business and technical domain experts on compliance and answer the questions posed during the review. Some of the inform or report the question. Okay. I think then it's D. Yeah. Answer D makes sense. Isaac, you're on mute, but
Oh, sorry for that. Speaking on mute. Yeah. So what I
yeah.
was telling you, question number 8, you have to be very careful. You have to go to PDF and do it always. Got it?
Understood. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So did you get the difference there? So
Yeah.
talk about for if it is a maybe ADM, it is
Mm.
exactly what you know about ADM, right?
Mm.
But if it is compliance, please come to PDF, check on the detail, and then go. Got it?
Understood. Yes. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Here we go. So there are a few things in TOGAF we have to be very, very careful. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one. Because normally, if I know the steps, I can do it. In compliance, some conditions are given in the PDF. So, because whatever we do, our reference should be the PDF in a question. Got it?
Understood. Yes.
Got it. So next one. I'm going to do the next.
Migration plan.
Yeah, migration planning tech. Now, please remember, as I told you before, techniques play a very important role in TOGAF.
Mm.
Yeah, so migration planning technique. Let's have a look at the technique. 5 techniques are given in TOGAF. Yeah, now please remember, you will get question based on the techniques.
Oh, okay.
Then again, so here we go. These are the 5 techniques.
Key areas includes using an implementation factory assessment, deduction matrix, document factors impacting architectural implementation, purpose of consolidated gap solution and dependency matrix.
purpose, architectural definition, incremental table, in enterprise architecture state evolution table, using a business value assessment technique.
Now, let's go to the first one, the first technique. Yeah. Implementation factor assessment deduction matrix. Now, if you look at this one, can I have your attention? If you look at the first one,
Yeah.
what does the first column say? It is a matrix. The first
Factor.
column says the factor, change in technology. Yeah. Some change in technology happened. Because of that, what is the description here?
Shut down the messaging center, saving on 700%. Now them replaced by email. Okay.
Yeah. What I find here is because of change in technology, you are closing down the call center, what you have, and replacing it with email.
Message. Yeah, email. Yeah, messages.
Now, please remember, practically speaking, if you close a call center like that, it is actually a huge benefit if you can replace it with email, because whatever was done by 200 people can be done by 10 people or 20 people now.
Agree.
And you don't need the infrastructure like in a call center. Chat can be done even from a small room.
Agree.
Getting it? Yeah. Or you don't need a separate place. It can be within your main office itself. Getting it? So now factor description, the third one, deduction. Deduction basically is what is the impact because of the change. Got it?
Yeah.
Got it? This is the impact because of the change. You have to train people, reassignment, etc.
Understand? Yeah, because of the change. What is the upskilling or
correct? Yeah. Now tell me, where can you use this particular one, this particular matrix? Which phase you can use it? Now, please remember, this is basically, it can be used in so many places, but here what we discuss is migration planning techniques. Yeah. So mostly it will be used in phase C or phase F.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Possible. Very possible. Yeah.
For example,
that's where the development happening.
Correct. For example, phase C, I have to check on what are the different factors that are impacting the implementation, and you list it out. I can use this matrix.
But how do you? Yeah, it's since you have 5 different this thing. How do you really differentiate each one?
That I'll tell you.
Okay.
All the 5 techniques are used at different places. But if you look at this particular matrix, you know, okay, I can use this. It can be used not only for this, so many other purposes.
Correct. I know why I'm saying that is you can use combination of that as well, because it may not be only one. It can be combination as well, correct?
Can be done depending on your need, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's say now the cloud implementation, where quite a few disruption, you will need to upskill them, and overall the way currently the systems are working has to be reassessed.
Correct.
Yeah.
You can do that. Yeah. Two can be used. Yes.
Okay. The implementation factors assessment and deduction matrix. The matrix documents the factors impacting the implementation and migration plan. It creates a step 1 of phase E and update through step of phase E. Okay. The matrix should include a list of factors to be considered.
And with you?
Yeah, there's a call. I'll talk. I'll
take your call. Take your call.
No. 1 second. I'll just
finish off your call. No problem.
1 second. I'll just.
Yeah.
Hello, yeah. Sorry, it was my daughter. You can say no to anyone, but not for her.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Next one. Second one. Yeah. Second one is called consolidated gap solution dependency matrix. Yeah. Now, if you look at this particular one, let's look at the first example, the business architecture. You found a gap that is for a new order processing process. Got it? Yeah. What is the potential solution? You can use a COT software, tool, process, etc., and deliver it. Yeah. And what are the dependency? Basically, drive the application. Yeah. Now, where can I use this particular matrix? For example, in phase C, when you consolidate the gap analysis, you can use it because it is called consolidated gap solution dependency matrix. You can use it to highlight the consolidation of gap, the solution, and the dependency. Got it?
Okay. So basically, you kind of consolidated everything, and then you tell what would be the best way to deliver that.
Correct.
Something like.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here we go. You can use this one.
Okay. Consolidated gap. I have to remember this. Do I need to mug it up?
No, it is given in the PDF. So if you have a doubt, you can look into that.
Okay. Consolidated evolution is used to consolidation. Okay.
One with you. Here you go. And the third one is called architecture definitions increment table. Now, please remember, it is focusing on the increments. Got it?
Yeah, iteratively delivering it. Yeah.
Right. Now, if you look at the first one, let's look at the first project, e-services capability, the project. 2018-19, you did transition one for the project, that is preparation. What preparation you did? Training on the business process. Second one, April 2019-20, you did the transition to that initial capabilities developed, e-licensing capability. Third one, April 2021, transition 3, you get the final benefits. Got it?
Got it, yeah.
Yeah. This is called definitions increment table. Where do you think you can use it?
Where you, where you plan it out in a kind of rolling out it in a phases, or where you plan for an iterative way of developing.
Okay. You can use it in so many places. One example I want to give you, phase F, if you remember, right? There's something called transition architecture.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the transition? If you go with an incremental approach, you will have a transition architecture.
Yeah, I understand that.
Between the baseline to target. So you can list out all that in phase F. Have a look at this.
Discrete in phase F, yes. Transition. Okay, yeah.
Fourth
basically
one,
yeah, it's a kind of like handover to support all those things.
Yeah, you can. Now, fourth one, here we go. Transition architecture, state evolution table. The previous one was focused on increments. This one is focused on evolution. Got it? How did it evolve? Got it?
Okay, basically the previous can be run parallelly as well. This one will be kind of have a dependency on each other. I think that is evolution means kind of extending the
evolve? Correct. Yeah, how did it evolve? Could be dependency, definitely. Most of the time dependencies are there. Now, if you look at the first one here, infrastructure application subdomain, the first one will go with the service information exchange service. Yeah. Transition one, your solution system A has to be replaced. Transition to solution system B1 is in transition. Transition 3, you have a new solution. Got it? So, so what they're trying to say, how did it happen from the requirement to the final solution? How did it evolve? Yeah. And which phase can you use this one?
Which phase in the sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the ADM, where do you think you can? Okay, let me tell you this one. If I'm using a reference model, for example, technical reference model, I can use this in phase F to show all the changes.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. It can be used in so many other places. I'm just giving one example. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine with you?
I'm okay. Yes.
Fifth one is called business value assessment technique. Now, where do you do a business value assessment technique? You do the phase up before implementation, because every project you have to do a business value assessment. Now, if you look at this one, 2 parameters, value and the risk. Now tell me, if I have to calculate business value, what could be the different parameters of value?
The key functionality, the weightage of those functionalities.
Okay.
And also the value addition what the business gets, or the kind of financial benefits what business can gain out of that functionality. Correct. And also the volume of the change, basically it impacts the number of customers. Okay. All those things can be considered as for assessing the value or prioritizing the functionalities.
Okay, so few things in value, for example, financial contribution could be part of it, strategic alignment could be part of it, yeah, compliance to principles could be part of it. So many things basically for value, right? Similarly, if you look at risk, that could include, for example, the impact of failure could be part of it, right? Organizational capacity could be part of it, all those things. Got it? Agree. Now, have a look at this one. Where can I use this one? Maybe phase if I can use it, because I have to do a business value assessment to the projects, correct?
Yeah. Generally, most of the agile projects uses this technique as well.
Correct.
Yeah, because they give importance to the value proposition of the delivery than the actual this thing itself. Yeah.
Correct. Have a look at this.
Business value assessment technique. No, but I'm still trying to understand why are we doing this at this stage actually?
Because
I not earlier.
No, because it's a business transition techniques.
No, business
it's
transition.
Called migration planning techniques.
Correct.
No, I can use it in so many places, but in migration planning, for example, phase C and phase F, I can use these techniques. Getting it?
Yeah, I understood. Yes.
That's why. Look at this.
No, what I meant is actually it can be done earlier as well.
Well, that's a choice. Some of the places initially they teach you all this thing, but good, because in TOGAF, if you look at I use this in phase E and F, not everywhere. So good if I cover it when that particular phase comes. Got it?
Understood. Yeah.
Fine with you?
Mm-hmm.
Now, please go to the summary, then I'll go open the question paper for you.
This module explains the technique used for phase E and F for migration planning. In particular, it is distributed 2 matrices: implementation, factor assessment. and deduction matrix, consolidation gap, solution dependency matrix, two table.
Fine with you?
What are this table they're talking of? Oh, the one which as a report we generate.
Yes, the tables what
Okay.
we saw.
Okay.
These are the table, for example.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, those two tables. Yeah.
Okay, now let's
No.
do question based on this.
Yeah.
So here we go. Question number 10, please. Question number 10.
Okay.
Okay. Question number 10 will be page number 510, I think. 510. Can you do it?
Yeah, I'm just there.
Okay. We'll close for the day after this, and the
Okay.
evening I'll tell you because I have a session already. So I'll just
Okay.
tell you. Otherwise, we'll tomorrow again the same time we'll do. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, many things we have finished. 2 more classes, we should be able to finish it off. Okay.
Yeah, and I need assistance in booking the exam as well.
Yeah, that you can do. Definitely. Yeah.
I have to go 1 second. I have to first read the question. Yeah.
Take 10 days time, practice everything, then do it. Okay.
I'm thinking of next weekend.
Yeah, you can do
exam.
it. Yeah.
You have been asked to recommend
Just go
how
through it.
they
I'll
can.
come in 2 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. Have been asked to recommend how they can identify and prioritize the project from your survey. Yes, I feel tricky.
Yeah. Now, please remember when you do, a migration plan, for example, as I told you before, techniques are very important in TOGAF.
Yeah, no, this is really good one.
Yeah,
I like
not only this question, any
Hmm.
question technique plays an important role. Now, you have to use the appropriate technique. Not like all the techniques I use is a good one. No, appropriately if you use, yeah, you may not need all the techniques. So appropriately, whatever you're using one or two, that would be the good one.
Okay. Hmm. So, but it can be combination as well, correct?
Can be, yes.
Hmm. This is confirmed. I think it's use implementation factor assessment and deduction matrix to the document and factor and determine the review consideration gap analysis result a lot of things in there. And also I think there's a is it C?
C is the best answer. Very good job. Excellent job. You're doing good. Now, please remember, level 2 you are good at. You are good at level 2. If you get a basic practice you do, you can do it. Yeah. If you
Yes.
score a 5 or a 3, it's perfectly all right. Now, don't score 1 or a 0. Yeah. And second
Okay.
thing, level 1, you have to practice all the questions you have done before, do the exam again and again, and you'll be good. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I've started
TOGAF,
it and
to,
from yesterday I'm doing it. I'm going through the content and doing it.
very good. Okay. So today I'll share did I share the practitioner TOGAF document with you? I don't think so. I'll share with you. Okay.
No.
Okay. I'll be
All
sharing
right.
that with you. Yeah. So otherwise good. And if possible, we can have a session today night. I'll just tell you. Okay. Let me know. Okay.
Today I'm relatively better. So if you have any time slot, let me know. Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you.
I'll do that. That will be good.
Yeah. So